put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Kill.
Alert, 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 alert.
Kill, kill.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Watch out.
Mayfield on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on to. The contact brings up second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Regular, regular, regular.
Joker, 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 joker.
Watch out.
Now Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Better bring it. 80 weapons. Hey, wahoo. Regular, regular, regular. Pistol, pistol, pistol. Hurry, hurry.
Get wide.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You go take. You got take.
Hey, gun, gun.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
11, 11, 11, 11. You draw focus.
Here's Connor. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And that's why the fullback position was created. You just want a big, strong, powerful guy you can hand the ball to and pick up good yardage.
Here we go. 180. You better be ready. 65, 65.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
13, 13.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
Here we go,
so after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
White.
On the toss play, this is Drake. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. 180!
Activity's trash. Let's go. 10's the mic. 10's the mic.
2!
Shit.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
It's going to be a long day, offense.
Real.
It's going to be a long day.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
3rd and 7.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he connects with Ertz. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now Joe Mixon. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
It's our time.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 24. Obviously, so much on the line here. Everything on the line this season. So important to get off to a hot start. That run certainly helps.
Definitely provided it. Nothing different than what they've seen all year long. They want to continue to ride that momentum.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Boom! Sack, baby! Sack!
We're scoreless after 1. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, 33.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And his kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Garoppolo. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. A gain there of 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. On first down, Drake. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Browns' 45-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
21. Here we go.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Under 10. 12.
They'll toss it to Penny. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Running, it's Drake. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Here's Connor. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run. It's Sanders. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Mayfield down. He finds Beckham complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. And an alley to run. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you called it the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Hey, alert, alert, alert.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Let's go.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Bravo.
Mike part 2, Mike part 2.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's complete to Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 19 yards away. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Hey, gun.
Check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Garoppolo. This is the tight end, Njoku. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Defense. Slam. Kill.
11.
Kill. Turn up.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
65.
Now Drake. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Here we go.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Switch.
They'll run with Drake. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Tight end right. Hey. You got 3.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Switch. 12. Hey, gun. 21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. 1st down, Mayfield. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Mayfield. He's going to wind up in air. And got his man complete. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 47-yard line.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 3rd down, Mixon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And that will force a turnover on downs. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Garoppolo now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sione Takitaki. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Here we go.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Garoppolo looks to throw. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Jaguar first down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
3 down. Hey, check.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sione Takitaki picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, it's Drake. Well, that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
21.
We got 3. Check.
I got you.
Check out.
Leg. Check hot.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. The crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is.
20.
Record. Check the backer. Check.
Left. Hurry.
On 1st down, Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Point it right.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Switch gears.
Right back to Drake. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here we go.
The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. On the give, this is Drake. Now Drake loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Here we go, here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Second and 10.
Here we go,
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Jackson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Go.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. There's Garoppolo to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run. It's Drake. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
He'll get this into the hands of Deon Cain. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Garoppolo again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Intended for Deon Cain. Incomplete. Harrison Smith on the
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. One final try now for Garoppolo. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Touchdown, Jaguars. David Njoku, 33 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.